Alright, I know I've been a bit of a moody git lately. Things haven't been going so well in the save. But don't think that I don't love it. I love this save. I absolutely love it. And I think about it all the time. I think about it first thing in the morning.
They only had one shot.
I think about it when I cook.
Bloody one-on-ones.
I even think about it when I'm on the toilet.
God, we are so...
So I think about it all the time, and at the moment I'm thinking primarily about how the hell I'm going to get a result at Stamford Bridge and who I need to sign in the transfer window, if I need to sign anyone. Drop the intro. Howdy, hey viewers, good to see you all. Hope that you're well and that you've enjoyed your first week of 2020. I have, not so much in game. As you can tell, since the last time that we met where we lost to Man City, started off okay. Beat 5-3 in the FA Cup, got two back-to-back wins against Bristol City and Bournemouth in the Premier League, then proceeded to drew 3-3 at Brighton, and then went out on penalties in Southampton. They only had one shot, literally one shot during the game. We had 27, so it's good, it's good. And all that is making me question Dominic Livakovic. I've looked at him now, and actually, maybe not as good as I originally thought he is. In the key bits, he is very good, but he just seems to be letting goals in left, right and centre at the moment. So I'm on the hunt maybe for a new goalkeeper, and there have also been a couple of outs. Please don't hate me. And those couple of outs involve Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Yes, he just kept whinging at me, and eventually I gave in. Sold him for £21 million to Ajax. Played relatively well for us, but you can tell 66 appearances actually is more than I thought he'd made for us over my tenure. Just never really, not good enough to play at right back ahead of Bellerin, and also not good enough to be in the midfield ahead of the midfielders that we've got in the squad. So he just didn't want to be a squad player. I had to get rid of him. And this one, maybe it's like balls up on my pod, but I actually think it's quite good business. I bought in Lewis Cook, and as you can tell, attribute-wise, he's absolutely brilliant. But now I've sold him to PSG, but I sold him for £60 million. Bought him in for £44 million. He was pretty decent for us actually, but you can tell only 2 appearances last season. A lot of them are in the Europa League, and I don't like the fact that it doesn't actually count Europa League and Cup appearances in this. This does annoy me, and I wish it was something that SI would work on. But ultimately, he's not really much of a league player for us, and I said in the last episode I needed to trim the squad down and get some real quality in, and that's what I'm trying to do. So now I have a budget of £55 million. The wage budget is actually higher than that, but I put a bid in for a player, which hopefully we'll see later on. But I just feel like we're just lacking a bit of quality, and definitely in goal. And I am going to continue to trim you down the squad. There are players here that I'm not that bothered about losing. There are some that I do want to keep, especially some of the youngsters. I want to keep Saliba, I want to keep Simba Bentley, I want to keep Joe Willock, I want to keep Emile Smith-Rowe, I want to keep Saka. There's lots of players I want to keep hold of. So ahead of the game against Chelsea, we are 4th. We are 10 points away from Manchester City now. Everyone's played the same amount of games. I think top 4 is pretty much secured, if I'm honest. Chelsea are 6th at the moment. They have got a game in hand on us, but they are currently 11 points behind. We are nearly the halfway point of the season, so I just can't see us dropping off that much. I'd like to think that we have to look up as well. Positive mental attitude, we just have to look up. And I'm looking up at City, at Liverpool, and at Manchester United. It's still within reach, but we have a lot of work to do. Today, we are going back to our kind of full-strength team. I've been mucking about with the team a little bit recently. Maybe that's why the results have been a little bit up and down. I've been trying to give people a bit of a go in the team, like Declan Rice, Bonucci, Saliba, players like that. I've been trying to give them a bit of a go in the team. It's not really worked out. So I've kind of gone back to what I know. Livakovic is in goal. Tierney, Ayer, Rugani and Bellerin make up the back 4 as always. Arthur and Torreira kind of pick themselves at the moment. Those two are absolutely brilliant together. Sane's on the left, Almada is in the middle, Pepe is on the right, and Fabio Silva's up front. I'm glad that Thiago Almada's back. You can tell he's not 100% fully fit, so I'm sure Pedrinho or Depay will come on for them at some stage in this game. We don't give away much in the way of chances, but Chelsea have got a pretty good record over us in the last couple of episodes that we've actually seen them in, mainly down to Asensio and Anthony Martial, so I've got to try and keep them pinned back today. One thing I will note to you is that Kepa Arrizabalaga, I've put a bid in for him. He looks very good, to be fair. Rated 78 on my scout report as well. Playing on a leading Premiership level, that's the kind of player I think I need. Just to kind of tee off the back 4. I think our back 4 is pretty good. Maybe a little bit better I could do at centre-back. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but without spending silly money, I think this is a very well-assembled back 4, especially when you consider some of the players I've got on the bench to come on. I'm going to passionately say we owe Chelsea after what happened in our last match. And then we are going to go with the old faith chat. Come on. We got this. I got this. This is fine. I'm not nervous in the slightest. Come on, boys. A big win here. Let's make a statement. And not a statement of I like conceding one shot and losing. Good play here. Bellerin. Oh, that's a woeful ball. And Ampadu just takes it out easily. Rudiger now on the ball. Plays it forward to Hudson-Odoi. Anthony Martial's in behind the back and scores 1-0. I mean, it's just the same goal, isn't it? Even when I don't play the high line, like I'm not doing, it's still, somehow they managed to get him around the back. I mean, what the line is so high, and it's just a great ball by that. And I mean, it's just so piss poor, isn't it? That's a great ball to Pepe there from the Vakovic. Now, come on, Pepe. Come on, mate. Square it. You selfish git! Oh, of course. There it is. The ball round the back. Anthony Martial. Love it. Love it. Right, Torreira over this free kick. We're pretty good at set pieces for the most part. Not apparently anymore, as Ampadu clears it. Now, Pepe on the ball. Come on, mate. Bit of magic. That's decent. Sane. Rugani scored. Of course it's offside. The amount of offside goals I've got in the past few episodes. I scored 3 offside goals against Southampton in the FA Cup. It's just a nightmare. Is he offside? We won't be able to tell. I mean, that is close. They win this and suddenly we're back in the top 4 battle again. They're really not that good, and that's what's really annoying me. And you can tell we start off with every highlight and it will just end with the ball down the line or just over the top. Rugani on the ball. Come on, please. I mean, I feel like Solskjaer right now. Come on. Oh, what is that from... Oh, my God. You don't... Hold on, Vakovic. Jesus Christ. I mean, I said Torreira's the guy that kind of picks himself and that he can do it. He's been absolutely atrocious today. What is going on? Vakovic to Rugani. We just melt all of them. Arta, Rugani, Torreira. Better ball there. Come on, let's just get one back. Yes, Pepe. Please, for the love of God, don't shoot. Fabio Silva. Silva, get in! If there is one man who can score, it's Fabio Silva. And that is a brilliant time to get a goal just before half-time. Get in! But not a ball over the top. This is actually playing football. Take note, Frank Lampard. Lovely play here by Pepe. Great ball inside. Fabio Silva. Lovely touch at his feet. Bends into that far corner. What a finish. In off the post. Get in! We don't deserve it, but we'll take it. I'm going to assertively say, I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen because that was awful. Torreira, team leader. I'm going to get passionate. Come on, mate. You weren't that bad, but I believe in you. Get better. I'm going to calmly say it to Vakovic. I'm going to say... Oh, no, I've demotivated him by saying that his mistake cost us a goal and that's unacceptable. Oh, God. What have I done? How can Torreira be nervous? He's one of the most experienced players we have. Asensio whips the ball in. Anthony Martial's got all the time in the world. What a block that is by Torreira. Better. Surely that's got to get his stats up now. Or his rating. Come on, boys. How is Torreira still playing at 6.2? He's just made a brilliant goal-saving block. I feel this is a bit nonsense. He's not playing that badly. The Vakovic hasn't even done that badly either. I wouldn't blame him for the goal. Sane over the ball. Go on, Leroy. Top bins. Sane. Oh, it's at the bar, is it? Oh, I don't believe it. Yeah, Rugani's been good today. Not so much. And that just kind of emphasises it there. And Hudson-Odoi somehow managed to get past Kieran Tierney because reasons. Tease it back to Asensio. Don't let him shoot. I mean, what a save by Vakovic there. To be fair, mate, that is a good save. That is... So that's the only change I'm going to make then. Guendouzi's going to come on for Torreira because the game's just going on around him at the moment and I need to try and grab a hold of that midfield and he's not doing anything for me at the moment, Torreira. He's been bloody piss poor. Armada, Bellerin. Go on, Hector. To Armada. Good ball to the back post. Christensen head to clear. Sane! Get to it! It's 2-1. We do not deserve it. We've been piss poor. We've been so bad. But I think the slight change in tactic, we've dropped a little bit deeper. We've said, you know what, let's just hit him on the counter. We'll not try and dominate the game too much. Because whenever we do that, we just leave ourselves open. Lovely ball here to the back post of Armada. Christensen, it's a woeful header. Just knock it out of play, mate. But Sane, it is clinical from our German winger. Get in. With that, I'm going to take off Thiago Armada. I'm going to bring on Pedrinho, mainly just because Armada's getting back to fitness from an injury, so I don't want to tax him too much. What has been a very, very poor performance could end up with a very, very good result, and it's not often I've said that. We haven't really had the ability to kind of grind out results so far this season. But now we're flying now. Sane. Absolutely darts past the defender. Tips to the back post. Pepe, it's just over the bar. Great play by Leroy Sané. He's come alive. It's one of his 1 in 5 games where he'll just suddenly be an absolute world beater. Tierney to Arta. He's made a really big difference this season as Arta, actually. I've got to say, in terms of controlling a game, he's absolutely phenomenal as he displays with that pass there to Bellerin. Castillo, thought that might have been a pen there, but no. Martial's given the ball away there. Rugani on him again, and then Rugani gives the ball away. Every time I give someone praise, they do something notoriously crap afterwards. Martial's through. He's got so much pace. We're lucky he's missed there. Great ball from Pepe to find Sane. He is away. Keep up with him, Fabio. He's not going to pass to you anyway. We all know where this is going to end. Oh, it's a brilliant save by Kepa. He's obviously trying to get me to buy him. Oh, no, not another ball up the top. Livakovic, I mean, that is cakey. I mean, Livakovic is just filling me full of nerves now every time he gets on the ball. Castillo whips it in, Martial. Livakovic, this is all your fault. You're just such a bark! And I don't want to say it's Livakovic's fault, but it's Livakovic's fault. I mean, it's the worst clearance from the keeper you are ever likely to see. And, I mean, it's a great finish, but I'm not going to lie. It's not exactly giving me much, is it? Let's be fair. Anything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong. And every time I feel like we're getting somewhere, someone throws in a stupid mistake, which I can do nothing about. 2-2 isn't that bad, but I mean, I'm not happy. I'm going to say this, and I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. Livakovic is a Burke, honestly. He's costing me so many points. So we got Stoke up in the next game. Hopefully we can just get a nice, comfortable win there. If we can get a win there, that'd be great. Kind of sets us back on the winning trail. Chelsea just lost Liverpool as well, so that makes me feel a bit better in terms of the top 4 race. I think we just have to write off the season in terms of a title. Again, we're just not consistent enough, and I have no idea what it is that I'm doing wrong or what I need to do. We just have occasional blips. And the other thing now is that teams are being so consistent again. United are winning every game, Liverpool are winning every game, City are winning every game. City just win 5-0 every flipping week. It's so difficult at the moment to get anywhere. And I mean, like, the one good thing we can take from it is that Spurs are absolutely wank. They're down in 13th, and that makes me incredibly happy. So, we'll have our game against Stoke, then we move on to transfer deadline day. Hopefully, this result will take care of itself. So yeah, the only change today then is that Nathan Wood's going to come in for Adja at the back, mainly because I think he's been quite good, Nathan Wood. And Adja hasn't exactly... He's not been bad, but he hasn't impressed me as much as I thought he would. And in that last game, he looked a little bit shaky. Although, if that's anything to do with the clown that's behind him, I can accept that. Come on, please. Let's just beat Stoke. We're going to go attacking straight from the off. No messing. Wood on the ball. Come on, mate. Prove it was a good idea to bring you in. That's not helping. A good header by Kieran Tierney. Let's build from here. Sane to Artis. Absolutely pissing it down at the Emirates today. Fabio Silva's in on goal. Great save by Butland. Doesn't matter. Fabio Silva gets his 14th goal of the season. If there is one high point of this year, it is that it looks like Fabio Silva is the real deal. He's not a one-season wonder. He continues to score, and he scores all types of goals as well, which I really, really like. Gets in around the back of the defender here. It's a decent effort to start with, good save by Butland, but it's great anticipation for him to pick up on the rebound and tuck it away. That's what we've been missing. Good stuff. We're only 2 minutes in. We've already scored. Thank God for that. I'm just sat here now thinking about the transfer deadline day and where it is I need to improve. Obviously, Livakovic is one, but is there another area? Am I just... Oh, good save by Butland there from a Sane free kick. Do I just miss big players? Do you know what I mean? Like, as good as Pepe is, as good as Armada is, as good as Fabio Silva is, are they big game players? Do you know what I mean? Are they game changers? I think Armada is, and Fabio Silva definitely could be. But Pepe, don't know. Sane definitely could be, but he turns up 1 in every 5 weeks, so it's hard to tell with him. Arta's a big player. At the back, not really. Do you know what I mean? Like with there or thereabout, we're a solid top 4 team, I would say. Not enough drive is what I would say. We don't have a lot of drive in the team to like keep pushing and be better. Do you know what I mean? And that really upsets me. I'm really concerned now because we're nearing 10 minutes to go and it's still 1-0 and it's been a really poor game. Like nothing has happened really since that opening goal. There's not really been much in the way of exciting highlights. We've just kind of done the bare minimum. We've just done enough. I've gone with the dressing room. We won 1-0. So I'm going to say good win, boys. Well done. We're back on the winning trail. I'm getting a bit annoyed. Normally, away at Stamford Bridge, I would take a point. Yeah, I'd always take a point from Stamford Bridge. It's just the fact that I know that the other big teams in the save, aka Liverpool and Man City, will go to Stamford Bridge and they'll win because they win every game And it just puts so much pressure on you. This must be what it's like in real life at the moment for everybody else. Maybe not as much City, but like for everyone else that are chasing Liverpool at the moment, it's literally just like, where are they going to slip up? They just don't, and it puts so much pressure on you to turn up every week and get a win. And that's how I feel at the moment. It feels like I need to win every single game, even the bigger ones away from home. You have to win them. Right, viewers, time for some audience participation. I have got, as you can tell, Kepa Arrizabalaga. I could sign him, and then he would be obviously number 1. The Vakic would be number 2, and then Ordero would move down to number 3. I might be able to sell Ordero before the end of the transfer window. It's a very good signing, I think. You'll have a look at his attributes here. He looks very, very decent. Obviously, he's got 1-on-1s. Passing a 12 is a little bit worrying, but to be fair, or Levakovic is 10. It's a reflex of 17. He's very good. He's a very good goalkeeper. But, there is another signing I could possibly make. And that signing is Jadon Sancho. He has agreed a contract with me. £87 million. I would have to go to the board and talk to them. But the fact that it says I can interact with the board on it usually tends to mean that they have money to spare and that they will give me a chance to sign him. If I look at the finances, we will have enough to sign him going from that budget there. Obviously, this would be the one that if I could, I'd love to have Jadon Sancho on my team. But, do we need him? Do we need him more than we need Kepa Arrizabalaga? I don't know. I really, really don't know. And this is why I'm leaving it up to you guys. For me, if Kepa came in, he'd obviously be number 1. He'd go in ahead of Levakovic. If Jadon Sancho came in, he'd probably be number 1 ahead of Nicolas Pepe, or maybe even Leroy Sané, because Sané's just not played particularly well this season. I don't know. I'm going to leave the episode here. We'll obviously be back on Monday for the next episode of the series, and by then I'll have made my decision, but I will not progress the game until I've heard from you guys on what you want me to do. So, in the comment section, you know what to do. If you want me to sign Kepa, just let me know, and if you want me to sign Sancho, just let me know. Sancho or Kepa, it is over to you guys to decide as much as it is down to me. 87 million for Sancho, 60 million for Kepa. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. In terms of where we come back then for that episode, it'll be Liverpool and Chelsea again. Both of them at home. And this is one good thing we do have, is that we are playing all the big sides, apart from United, at home in the second half of the season. So maybe that's going to give us a good chance to catch up with them, because our home form is imperious. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, comment section, let me know about those transfers. Please, I need your help, because my track record of getting decisions right is not great. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you in the next episode of the Arsenal series, stay cool.